Welcome to Carrie's Kitchen. So good to see you again. Today we are making homemade simple bread. I'll leave the recipe down in the description box. 300 grams of water if you're weighing it on a scale, or 1¼ cups of water if you don't have a scale. And then we're going to use 3 level teaspoons of instant yeast. With instant yeast, you don't have to froth it first. You just put it in and you're ready to go. We're going to add 15 grams of olive oil or any oil of your choice. Now that translates to about 2 teaspoons or a teaspoon of oil. Then we're going on to the flour. You're going to need 500 grams of flour. Don't pack the flour. Use a spoon, fluff it in. This way you don't get a dense bread. When you pack the flour into the cup, that's when your bread gets dense. Okay? So very loosely put it in there. Doesn't take that long. So we need 500 grams of flour or 3½ cups of flour. Might be a little bit more than 3½ cups, but go with 3½ cups. And if you need more, you just add a little bit more. Easier to add more than take out. About 5 grams of salt, which is about a teaspoon. And that's all you need for your bread. Now, let's mix up the bread. Wash your hands. Grab a bowl of water. You're going to dip your hands in the water when your hands get sticky, okay? And now we're going to mix it. Take fingertips. We're going to use our fingertips, not our whole palm. Fingertips first, okay? So we're going to mix like that. And as you mix, it's going to come together. Just patience. Your fingers is your mixer. It's going to keep coming together. And you just keep going. We're still using our fingertips. Just grab and fold it in. Grab and fold it in. Then when it gets too crowded, you just do that and it comes off. Then you get back in, grab and fold it in. You can turn your bowl, grab and fold it in. Okay, dip your hands a little bit. Come back in, grab and fold. Use your fingers to wipe down the sides and then keep doing that. I'm going to keep folding it in until everything is incorporated. Then we're going to keep going. And as you go, you're going to feel the texture of the bread. Dip your hands in there. And you just keep going. Once you use your fingertips, you're not going to have it all over your hands. You keep going until everything is incorporated and you feel the dough looking like that. All right, so now sprinkle a little bit of water around and flip it over and cover it. Leave it alone for an hour. Set your timer for an hour and then we're gonna come back. Okay, it's been an hour. We're back. And you have a nice risen dough. You put your hands in the water again. And then you gently, you can see how it's stretching now. It means the gluten has developed. So you just go around and just pull it and bring it back in. Pull it and bring it back in. Pull it, bring it back in. Pull it, bring it back in. Pull it as far as you can. Bring it back in. If it's not pulling anymore, just still go around and you bring it and you fold it in. You bring it in and fold it in. And keep folding it in and folding it in and folding it in. Okay, so now we're just going to fold it. Before we do that, grease your pan and put parchment paper inside of it. The parchment paper helps you to pull the bread out so you don't worry about it sticking. But if you don't have parchment paper, just grease your pan really well and that would work too. Okay, so now that we have pulled it in, now it's looking way smooth. See how smooth it is now? All right. So now we are going to flip it and then we're going to pinch the seams together. It doesn't matter how it looks as long as you've pinched them together. Pinch it together really well. Now you're going to take it the same side down. You're going to take your pan, your baking pan, and you're going to put it in your baking pan. If there's anything sticking out, just tuck it in. Okay? Just put it in your baking pan and then you're going to push it down a little bit, just slightly, nothing crazy. And turn it over and flip it down a little. Going to cover it up and we're going to have it rise for a second time for another hour. Put it in the oven, leave your oven light on. And here you have it. It's ready for the oven. Heat your oven up at 375 and we're going to bake this for 30 to 35 minutes. And there you have it. Isn't it beautiful? It's a little hot, so you gotta be careful. You don't burn yourself. Comes right out. You just take the paper off. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. There you got your bread. Congratulations, you made your first bread. Let the bread cool before you cut into it. If you cut into it now, it's gonna be gummy. Woo. Get your butter ready. Hope you join me next time to make some more simple breads right at home. Bon appetit!